so today's task, got a little man helping here. This was another failure point, the kitchen sink. Went ahead, dismantled the hell out of it. You know, and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't get these off. And these are the only retaining clips that had some type of glue on them. So I did it the reverse way. I dismantled this from the top down.
Screwdriver.
You need a screwdriver? Alright, here's a screwdriver. Another issue that we were having from fact, this sink here, that's effing disgusting. I'm going to pull this one and clean it too. But like I said, we got that off. That's ready for a brand new one. But this sink here leaked since we got it. Obviously bought it as is. Found out it was this retaining pin here, a retaining spinner dealy dough. That broke. So it wasn't holding this down tight into the sink. So what we're going to do is we're going to buy another one of these. We're going to get the sinks all good to go. I got all the water lines disconnected from the sinks. The only ones that I'm not doing yet are these.
Dad, I made a bigger one.
We don't have a bigger one, baby. Went through there. Figured that out. Another issue. Now, I don't want to sit here and say, oh, issues. But a lot of this stuff came from the previous owner. Half the stuff that's been done to this thing is from the previous owner. So if you could, this is the furnace, right? Not mounted. Not mounted at all, right? So I undid these screws to see if they had even attempted to mount this guy. Look at that. Nothing. But if you push her back where she goes, she lines up. So we're gonna get 2 screws, put those 2 screws in, get this guy mounted, because like I said, where we drive, everything is shuddering and shaking. So another easy fix. The other fix, the microwave that I was telling y'all about. So the way this works, I took those 4 screws out on the back side of this guy. I can do it. You see these? You see that hole right there, and then this right here? Whatever screws they had in there, either stripped out or wiggled out. So we're gonna get some bigger screws, and we're gonna Loctite them, and then that way the microwave won't fall out anymore. I know it's gross. It's got to get cleaned. Removed the old TV mount today. Got that done. Get that ready for the brand new one. Oh man, if I could sit up here. So we got that undone, and that's gonna be ready for the new one. Checked all the plumbing for the sink. Sink's looking good with drains and stuff like that, except for the one that, like I said, I have to replace. We'll be pulling this one out as well. I'm actually gonna use plumber's putty instead of what they have is this. It's like it's almost like paper. It's like a paper gasket, so that's got to go. So we'll be doing those. I'm gonna get the strongest. I don't know if this is ABS. It's definitely not PVC. But I'm gonna find something stronger. Because like I said, where we drive, it's pretty brutal. So we got all that fixed. We're gonna come back in here. So as you can tell, these things are cheaply made. They sell them for 40 grand, but then they make them cheap, right? So these support beams here are held in by staples. That's it, just little staples. So what I'm gonna come through is I'm gonna actually come through at an angle, and I'm gonna start putting some actual screws in to get that all squared away, strengthened up. And then we've got to get ready to be making room for our secondary battery, which is going to go here. This right here is just a regular car battery that I'm using. They only hold about 40 to 60 amp hours, so don't go camping with this because you'll be out of power by the time you 2 o'clock. So we're going to go with 300 amp hours. So obviously I don't know if I'm going to run them in parallel. But that'll be 600 amp hours of power. So those fixes that are going to be getting done. As you can tell, hold out. That way we can get to everything. Was able to trace the hot and cold lines up to the bathroom area. Luckily the bathroom toilet's not leaking, nothing like that. But this guy here will be next. We'll get him disconnected, get him pulled out. The reason I don't want to pull him out yet is there's going to be a hole in the side. I don't want to pull him out until we get a brand new one that I can just put in. Get the caulking done on it. Because if you look, everything on the outside of an RV has, you can, focus maybe. You can see that black. Everything's caulked on the outside. Everything. This one actually has a foam gasket, but you know, you got caulking here. So that's why I don't want to pull this guy out yet, because there's just going to be a giant hole in the side where water and critters can come in here and take a nap, ski and whatnot. But I found, like I said, I found a nice one from Vivor I'm going to be using. But coming of next year, this is a 2018, 19, 20, 21. This is 8 years old. So we'll end up redoing all the caulking on the outside, getting it all cleaned up, perfect, brand new. Other places that you need to be are these. So for your actual screen, a lot of this stuff is made of plastic, so they have replacements. So this is going to be turned into a metal. We're going to do metal on this. As you can tell, it has some play, and the play comes from here, if you can see it. And that is because all that they put are these little square head screws in. And that's, you may be able to see it a little better here. So what I'm actually going to do on these is I'm going to run bolts through, tiny bolts, so that way I can bolt through on the other side. Have no standout on the back. That way we can get rid of that crappy mounting system. Also today, here in a little bit, once I start cleaning up on the inside, we're going to go ahead and do some preventative maintenance. I'm going to put some WD-40 on what needs WD-40. Slides need them for sure. Or not the slide. The slide will need them. It needs protect. It takes its own stuff. It's actually its own spray. If you look right here, you have this rail. This runs on a gear. You need the special spray that goes here, the special spray that goes against this.
Okay, we can use this then.
What y'all doing?
Burn this tire. What?
Burying toys.
Yeah.
Why are we burying toys?
We want to. You making another?
You gonna remember where you're burying them?
Yeah. We're at spot, like marks.
You're making marks?
Wait, are you making a video?
No.
Why are you recording? What are you doing? Okay. We're putting like a little marks where they are, so you remember. Okay, this is good. This is good enough. Yeah. And we're gonna put this right there. Right here.
What'd you bury?
We buried a Tide car. And we buried all my And over here we buried my gecko. And over here we buried his red car.
Cool. Ignore my hair, it's one of those days, but like I said, these are some things that are coming. I know I've done quite a few videos on this RV, but I want to make a couple things pretty clear. You know, a lot of it's been, here's an issue, here's another issue, here's another issue, here's another issue. This all comes with it. Believe me, I've lived in multiple houses, man, and it's been, oh, this is an issue, now this is an issue, now this is an issue. It's just, it doesn't matter where you live or what you live in, it's, something is going to be an issue, something is going to break. But Just a few minutes ago, I WD-40'd the awnings, got those going good. I mean, that's about it. Depending on the weather, we're probably gonna try to fill up this freshwater tank, see if it's got any leaks. And then also the gray water tank, gonna fill that up, see if it's got any leaks. And then the lovely black tank, which I did flush before winter. Thankfully I remembered to do that. But we're also going to fill those all to full capacity and see if they hold. And if all of those hold, those are the only 3 things that left that I gotta find out if, you know, if they're damaged or not. And I'm really crossing my fingers that they're not, because I'd have to remove the whole subfloor to get to those. Ain't nobody trying to do that. But yeah, we're about out at the end of fixing this thing. Like I said, once I get some other financial things squared away, we'll be able to start buying these parts and start getting them put in, and then get back out on the back out in the woods. But yeah,